Hey, today we're replacing a side glass in a Kubota SVL 75-2. This is the glass we're referring to that they broke. I struggled with figuring out how to get this thing out, and I'm hoping that this video will help anybody in the same position. So let's start. So what we did, because I'm already about halfway through this, is you put up this top glass here. You're going to want to come around with a 1/2-inch socket, take out a bolt here, 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 there. I believe there's one up here, and everything else around the outside here. Then what I did was I locked this glass in the upward position. I disconnected the shock here. You're also going to want to fold this down in order to gain clearance. And then what I had to do is there's two 10mm bolts that hold this tank bracket on. So I pulled the washer fluid tank off. And I'm not going to lie, this is quite a fight to get this thing out of here. But what you're going to want to do first is you're going to pull the frame away at the top of the glass. This will be stuck pretty well from weather stripping, adhering to it, baking on in the summer. So you want to pull on this and back that off. And then this piece, you can push up on the frame with your hand, kind of like this. And you're going to break free this lower seal and lift this glass up. So you'll fight it, but if you're handy, you'll figure it out. So what you'll have to do is set the window down, the front glass down. I had to jam this thing up against the ceiling, the frame, pull it forward. I had to pry it past this rubber knob that's up here. It acts as like a bumper for the glass. Once it gets past that rubber bumper, you can kind of take it on an angle like this and kind of start finagling this end over this way. You're going to want to get to a certain point where you can't get any further, and you'll have to put the front glass down all the way, and you'll have to take the seat, move it forward, and take this and tip it forward as far as you can. And then what'll happen is you'll get it to the point where you can get it out past this joystick. Then you're going to take the glass, put it forward, hug it long ways to your chest here, and then once you get that hug to your chest, you can take this glass and open it up so that you can get out of the machine. Once you get it out though, this is where the real trouble happens. So nobody I've seen gives you an actual way to get this new piece of glass that Kubota sells individually into this frame. This is a solid frame, and this is very difficult. So I saw a guy that actually cut his frame and bent a tab outward. I'm a little smarter than that. What I actually ended up doing was, if you look at the frame, this is a small sheet metal frame. If you take out this screw and the other screw next to it for this divider bracket, and you push the glass to the side and make sure all your little pieces are picked out of this track, you can actually put your foot down here, get the glass dead center just about, and slip it into the bottom track already seated. And all you got to do is pull up on this frame just a little bit till it flexes enough where you can pop this glass into its track, and then set the frame back down and put your two screws back in. But you're going to want to make sure it slides freely before you go putting your screws back in. But got it figured out. Still got to put the latch on and finagle it back into the machine, but hoping this helps somebody.